Hi, my name is Jerel Jones. I am the new Deputy Police Chief here in the Village of Richton Park. Prior to being in the role of Deputy Police Chief here in Richton Park, I served on the Fire and Police Commission for our village for just under a year, assisting with hiring police officers for our wonderful department. My family and I, we moved to the village a little over a year ago. I've been in law enforcement for nearly 20 years, serving in multiple roles, multiple capacities, multiple agencies actually. I started with university policing back in the early 2000s with Western Illinois University's police department down in Macomb, Illinois. I started there shortly after receiving my bachelor's degree from the university, and I had a police job with the institution just a couple of days to follow, going to the police academy. I graduated from undergrad on a Saturday and went to the police academy at U of I that Monday. From serving in capacities such as patrol, I went on to be a detective with the University Police Department, also serving on a local task force with the City and County Sheriff's Department at the time. And between my time with the University Police Department and serving in the detective role, which again being an investigator, I served for just over, I would say 7.5 years of investigations work. That allowed me to deal with people on a different level, to be able to community police, to be able to de-escalate and to have conversation with individuals. A big part of being a detective is interviewing. And so that, coupled with other skill sets and trainings, truly molded me into a better police officer, a better law enforcement professional. While serving as a detective, I was able to go back. I was privileged to go back to school to get my master's degree, something that I had been tasked with and encouraged to do so many times over the years, and I had kept putting it off. But I took up enough courage to go back and get my master's degree, and did the master's in about 1.5 years at Western. And at the same time, I was able to help co-teach some college courses, which allowed me to tap into another skill set of being able to teach classes on the college level. So I've been privileged to be able to serve in an adjunct instructor, professor role. I've done that off and on since 2018, teaching criminal justice courses both on the law enforcement side and the correction side. I enjoy it because it also keeps me sharp, and we're never at a point to where we're stopping or not learning anymore. And as a police professional, as any professional, you have to always challenge yourself and continue to do things and put yourself in positions to thrive and grow. From there, I was able to serve in the city of Macomb as the first African American chief of police. I served in that role from 2021 to 2023, and truly a blessing to me and my family to be able to serve as a police chief at the age and at the time of my career. It's almost unspeakable, and I wouldn't say impossible, but it just doesn't happen to every law enforcement professional. And I was able to help serve the people that I worked with for so many years, both on the university side and also the city and county side, but also the residents that me and my family grew so fond of and to love for the 20 years that we lived down in Macomb, Illinois. From there, I transitioned back up to the Chicagoland area. I grew up in the city of Chicago on the city south side, a third-generation law enforcement professional. My wife, same, she grew up on the city south side, to which we've been together for 15 years married, but since high school, sweethearts. So coming back home was truly a blessing to us. I did serve as the police chief for the Village of Flossmoor for just under a year prior to coming to Richton Park, and serving currently as your deputy chief of police. This is home for me again. Living in the village, being able to serve in a capacity as such in your town where you live, where you eat, sleep, and breathe every day. Not many professionals can say that they have this privilege and such a blessing to be able to do such a thing. So this is a highlight to my career, and this is where I'm planning to stay. This is where I want to retire from, and to be able to work with such wonderful people, both on the police side and the village side, as I continue to meet more and more residents within the community. It has truly been a warm welcome, and I'm really glad and fortunate to be here and to help carry out the mission and the foundation that our police chief has laid for the department and for our community. So there are a lot of things that being in the law enforcement profession at the executive level we want to do. And it takes time in an organization in order to move forward with regards to implementing so many wonderful ideas and things that will continue to help the organization grow. So how does Richton Park stand out compared to these other departments? So the goals involve incentivizing the department, continuing to incentivize the department so that we will remain appealing to the community, and we will remain appealing to those candidates that want to come and work for our fine agency and serve our fine village. Within the first 90 days, I made a vow to listen and sit down and do one-on-ones with all of the officers, but not just the officers, our support staff, our community members, which would include village trustees, village administration. There's so many different places, businesses, so many places that I am planning to attend so that I can sit down and listen to the voices of so many people that I need to speak with and hear from in order to be successful. When you're a chief, when you're a deputy chief, when you're in a command staff role in an organization, one person can't do it all, and we are as successful as the people around us. So the people that are boots on the ground, the people that are working every day, that are really helping to keep this department moving in a forward direction, we have to hear those voices. I have to listen to those individuals and make sure that they know who I am and what I bring to the table as a leader and a manager, and what we can do together to continue to progress successfully.
So I joined the Richton Park Police Department, for multiple reasons. Definitely being able to join a solid organization and village, as amazing as Richton Park. I mean, I live here, and not everyone has that opportunity. It's definitely a benefit and a privilege to serve the community where you call home, where you reside. And in fact, anybody that genuinely knows Richton Park, the motto is your home. So to be able to have this opportunity to serve the residents, my fellow residents, and be able to continue to move this organization forward is a privilege. And our department is a department that has the capability of being one of the best departments in the Chicagoland area, let alone the state of Illinois. So I'm up to the challenge. And again, a solid foundation has been laid by our police chief, previous chiefs that have served in the sheriff, and even deputy chiefs. And it's my job to carry on the foundation that's been laid.